Hello and welcome everyone to Enshrouded, a new survival game where you will play as a Flameborn, the last ember of hope of a dying race. There's a wonderfully expansive map, bosses to battle, and things to build in this co-op survival action RPG. Let's get started. Now, I wanted to make a granny. As you know, I find it hilarious to have a battle granny, but you can't change that much about them. The only thing you can change about that, you can't change their faces. You can't change their skin. All you can do is change their hair. That's it. So like all these presets are basically baked in already. And you can change the hair color, but as you can see, the eyebrows, they do not change. Of course, I'm gonna be a wizard. Slaney, battle mage.
Long ago, a wanderer brought an enthralling gift to the people of Embervale. The elixir. It was a cure. A blessing, a weapon. Once concealed by the ancients, its might had been set free. With it came power, mistrust, and a longing for more. Humanity dug the elixir wells, ripping apart the land and each other to quench their thirst. Elixir and blood, a drop for a drop. But from the depths of the wells, an unforeseen curse crept into Embervale. The Shroud, a ruinous fog which sought only to spread and devour. Facing their downfall, ancients and humans united to forge the Flameborn. Now, your time has come. Awake.
We are the we are the one. I am so down. I love being special. I gotta say, that intro was just really, really good. Really well done. It got me really inspired, and it taught me a lot about the world, that we're in. So, like, there is some lore here. We're not just like, oh, survival game. Go hit some trees, No, we're on a mission for survival. You've slumbered for too long, Flameborn. The realm of Embervale has fallen, consumed by the Shroud. Now the enduring flame calls for you. Find a place in the ruined world and construct a flame altar to create shelter from the dark. Awesome. Oh, look at this. It's so beautiful. All right, they've done such a good job with the world. And the most important thing I see here is how much they've done with the scale. Like you see that thing, I want to go to that tower. You see that mountain, I want to go to that top of that mountain. You see that Everest, I want to be at Everest. You see that other QB block futuristic shit on top of that other mountain, I want to be there. I want to be in everywhere. On the flame and its murmurs, pure light engulfs the knowledge of the ancient breed, protects it in a flaming core. Wisdom far beyond my own imagination. I could stare into the fire for hours, seeking answers, a whisper, but I hear none. Despite possessing a voice, it only speaks to those born from the flame. That's us. A shame, as I believe we could have quite enlightened conversations, Balthazar. For the quest, we need to claim a spot for your base. Easy, right? You would think. I spent some time running around, fisting trees, and most importantly, looting everything in my path. That's when I ran into my favorite item in any game. So I guess let's throw that. Good luck us. Ineffective? What the fuck? It said... Oh, there it is, there it is. I threw it to the ground like an idiot. I might have used too many, but it's okay. It's alright. We got it. A hatchet. I'll take it. Ode to Pikemead. Gather around, we're drinking. An ode to the queen, once young. 3 babes on her arm. Cup filled to the brim. Thinking out loud, she sung. Rather mead in my cup, or my cup filled with rum. Drink too much, rather than be done. Can only have some, so share some around. Drink too much, rather than drink one. Rather mead in my head and my head on the run, than my head on a pike with none. Get the rum and the mead. Get the mead in the cup. Get the cup to your head. Drink up. Oh, I should have sang it. It's a freaking drinking song. You know what? I'll spare you guys from my singing. Oh, yeah. We got some bones from that guy. I should have executed the other man, too. Because we could have gotten some bones from him, too. Oh, that's the shroud. Okay, not to worry. We're getting out of here. The flame allows you to resist the shroud, but if you linger, you will perish. Escape the shroud to replenish your maximum time in the shroud. Okay, that's very useful. Very, very easy. So if we note here, we are now enshrouded. And it says 5 minutes. That's how long we can stay in here. I'm guessing this will improve as we play. Press tab to lock on your foes and press control to dodge out of harm. You can still attack without using tab. It's just like any other normal game where you have to direct yourself which way you're going. Whoa. If you fall, you will rise again at your last return beacon. These are nice. These also remove the shroud, I think, if you find them out in the shroud. So this is lovely. We have to reach the plains, but before we do that, let's go ahead and check these runes. Oh my god, a little sheeple! A little dead sheeple! Awesome. And a skill point. Now, if we look at our skills, there's so many options here. We have Survivor, we have Beastmaster, Ranger, Assassin, Trickster, Wizard, Healer, Battle Mage, Tank, Warrior, Barbarian, and Athlete. I plan Granny to be a mage, of course, so we're gonna go with the Wizard. I'm gonna make myself a wand as well, since I am gonna be doing magical weapons. And I think for the time being, it is nice to have a club, but I don't plan to use melee weapons at all, if possible. Ooh, never mind. You're not escaping me. Oh, I've become so destructive. This is wonderful. But it keeps giving you a bunch of ingredients, so you just kind of... Oh, I can still read it. Captain's Journal, Day 1. Hold the chamber to your last breath. These were the words of the Ancient One before he entered with a handful of our best warriors. It was the first time I'd seen one of his kind, and I expected to be the last. His face is burned in my mind. My life and those of my remaining soldiers are pledged to this sacred duty. Captain Arkwright. Oh my god, dude, there's so many people here that went down. You know, they tried, but they were not flamekeepers like us. What can they do? Now, I've, you could say dawdled a bit here, by destroying everything I've seen. A good night's rest. Finally, a break from the tedious work. My bones are sore, but the warmth of a fire, a little shelter, and some sleep should allow me to become well-rested. Food is getting scarce. I hear they're planning an expedition. Thankfully, I hid some rations below my bed. They will make for a nice meal when cooked over a fire. Oh, and just like that, it's morning time. So you can kind of skip the whole night cycle if you don't like the darkness, but I actually was quite enjoying it. However, I wanted to let you guys see the cooking. The cooking is actually pretty cool in this game. You know, I'm gonna skip all these because I actually know how to do it. But basically, you put the food in your bar here, and you have to hold left click until it makes a little tss. There it is. And then you stop. Because if you keep cooking it, you will burn it. But I just love this. I don't know what it is. It feels so soothing. And it's a little bit much, I guess, if you're trying to cook every single food at a time. But food is not like in other survival games. It's a little bit more like in Valheim, where food are buffs. They're not necessarily needed for your survival. I mean, they are, because if you don't have the buffs, you will probably die. But you know what I mean. In general, you're not going to die of starvation. Now, there's different food types. You have things like the purple berries here, which are consumables. And just basically, it's a heal. It's like a freebie heal that you pick up around the world. It gives you health regeneration. It's very tasty. It's very good. Get the berries. Then you also have food that gives you buffs here. Like this is a mushroom that gives you 2 intelligence. Really good for any kind of wizard, or I think hunters use intelligence too in some ways. Then you have grilled meat, which gives you constitution. And that will increase your health by quite a significant amount. For your stamina, you can use water. Now, I know that you get more food items later as, you know, the game goes. So hopefully as the game progresses, we'll be able to find better buffs. Oh, and speaking of water, you can just scoop them here from these wells. I don't know how else to get water. I obviously had some water already, so maybe I got it in loot. by beating up tables and stuff. Sometimes you get like a water bottle out of that. Nice. All right, you can see here there's a lot of torn cloth and string. String is actually super important. So, I mean, don't feel like this is a waste of time. This is actually, this is actually really good. Do it, is what I'm saying. Do it. Beat on everything. Oh, there's some water. Time to make myself an axe and a pickaxe so I can actually do some farming. Awesome. And we can destroy the ground. We can terraform. I want to have a mountain base. Okay. I've just decided. That's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a hole in the mountain somewhere, and that's gonna be our house. We're gonna make like a little hovel, you know? Like a witch's lair. Oh yeah, let's go to the Shroud. Now going into the Shroud is actually quite useful. There's loot here. Stand by. Honestly, being melee is quite fun. I might regret going mage. I don't know. Uh-oh. I mean, I'm fine. Oh, they get stunned up when you attack them. Oh, this is actually super nice. And we got torn clothes. They gave us so much good stuff. So they give you these runes, which you can use to upgrade your weapons like later. And then the Shroud spores can be used for other things too. So let's take those guys. We'll eventually need them for something. And then we got some logs. Hopefully we'll get some loot here. I mean, we can destroy all this stuff. So already that's something. But then what else did we get? Guys, I think I might go... Do I want to be a warrior? A warrior witch? Maybe. Maybe. I never thought it possible, but now I'm like... Maybe. Oh, there is a chest. Okay, being a mage is pretty good, though. Not gonna lie. That went well. Look at all the sheeples! Come back here. Oh. They just rolled off the cliff. I'm not following. Well, there goes our meat. But luckily we found something here. War. They took the Pike Meat's reach. They killed King Gormander. An army of lunatics, sickly paled, barely lifting their feet above the bloodied ground. They dragged themselves through our valleys, through the miasma, led by the mad guard of the north, Vorgoth. I always knew the elixir would sow a seed of distrust. I look up at the ancient spire, at the sky. There is no running, no hiding. We must persevere. Balthazar. I'll be honest, I don't think they won. I also did not win. Oh, can I get up there? Oh, we're gonna find out. There it is. Sweet relief. Could make our home up here. Overlooking the land. Oh my god. Let's just pretend that did not happen. And then I do it again? Alright, let's go put up a home. I then spent a significant amount of time farming flint on this side of the mountain, thinking I could make this hole my home. Just to realize, it might not be big enough for anything permanent. I decided to find a spot elsewhere, so I made my flame altar, a workbench, and a construction hammer, and I was ready to go. A sheeple led me to this cliffside scaffolding, and after eliminating the threat, I knew I was home. I placed down my flame altar and got to work. You are not alone. There are other survivors drowsing in nearby ancient vaults. Find them so they may aid you in your journey. Go gently. One beckons nearby, just outside of the Shroud's grasp. I would find them, but not before spending some time learning the building system. It was complex, with so many pieces available for maximum creativity. I, however, was a box builder, so a box I built, decorating it the best way I could with the current deco items, until it was ready-ish. It's nice to be home. And now if you notice, we have a beautiful door, we have some windows, everything's looking great. We have a bed. I made a little side table with a mug for my midnight tea, of course, a candle, And we have a table, as you can see, off to the side. It's just everything's working perfectly. I'll probably spend some more time cooking later, but I just want to show you the rest of the place. This is all I can make for decoration right now, which is some stools and a table. Unfortunately, I can't sit on the stools. Like, I mean, I can pretend, but I can't actually sit on it. So it's a little bit lame, but it's okay. At least I have a table. We have a crafting area over here, which is just the crafting bench, I guess, the workbench. And then we have a box. Honestly, this house doesn't have a lot yet, but it's looking pretty good. You might also notice that I have plans for a second floor. This is just in case I need room. And I'm also considering making a hole through the wall into the mountain, but I haven't figured out yet, you know? We go as we go. And this is part of the old building, so it just annoyingly says dismantle every time. But I guess that's good because I don't want this stuff here, so that's great. So we could dismantle this stuff at any point, make our own, I guess. But right now, I feel like this is working pretty well. And as we saw yesterday, there's a whole new home over here. I thought maybe about moving there, but at this point, I feel like I've made it to the point of no return on my home. I've invested too much, you know? I can't let go. Now, obviously, these are not the best materials I could make. Ooh. I don't learn. But hopefully, it'll be good enough materials to sustain me for a while. I don't think I get base attacked, so it doesn't really matter. But I've tried to make as much, like, details as I could. You might not be able to tell, but there is a beam on top of this. And maybe I'll make it protrude out a little bit so that it looks more prominent. But I was hoping to give it a little, I don't know, a stucco feel. I don't know. I've inset the door a bit. That means that I had to double layer this with some of the 2 white pieces. So far, so good. And I feel like it uses up the terrain and the current, like just the current build there pretty well. Yeah, I'm pleased. It's a good start. I would highly encourage you to look through the building in this game. It is honestly so nice. And I know some people are really, really creative. And they'll be able to come up with such better stuff than the stuff I was able to come up with. So I just can't wait to see what people do. Now, don't worry. If you know me, you know there will be a wall of mugs. But for the time being, the wall of mugs will have to wait. There's questing to be done. I actually can't believe I spent so much time there. I feel like I've wasted my whole day, but now we're going into the actual shroud. Captain's Journal, Day 20. We are hungry. We had to destroy the bridge and with it our connection to supplies. But it worked. We haven't seen any more scavengers. The Cinder Vault and those within it are safe and should remain so. If we are to avoid starvation, we may have to take our chances in the horrible shroud. Either choice is certain death. Captain Arkwright. We have seen his messages before, and I am sure he did not make it, guys. I am sure. But he did keep us safe, so his job is well done. Thank you for the bandage as well. But yeah, that bridge is completely effed, as you can see. But not to worry, we can get to the man that we're looking for through the shroud. Stay on the path, lest the shroud's kin take you. Salvation lies straight ahead. You can see our timer is ticking, but if we go across this, we're safe now, and it recovers really fast. So any of these arches are actually pretty good, like an indication that you are going to a safe zone. So I would just follow these if you get stuck down there and you can't find a way out. Also, going up in any direction seems to make you, like, kind of almost guarantee survive. Now, you can cross this bridge using a grappling hook, as you can see there. But to make a grapple, we are going to need to get some resources that are down in the shroud. We have some little resources here that we do need, like these. Shroud Liquid. So I'm just going to grab a bunch of them because we're going to need them for some recipes. I can't really remember which ones, but we have a bad guy. We have a bad guy. Get ready to die. Dude, these are going to be so easy at the start. We're basically on tutorial status, right? Oh, Sigil Ring of the Elder Guard. 8 stamina and 10 health. Yes, please. Ooh, these things are pretty useful too, because they give you a bunch of scrap metal, and we're going to need that later. So if it sounds like you're hitting metal, you're hitting gold. Ooh. This hourglass capsule replenishes your remaining time in the shroud. It's consumed upon use and cannot be stashed in the inventory. Okay, so I'm gonna wait until I'm almost dead, but really, I could probably just get out of here and use that later. Because, like, you never know. But at least we know what it looks like, right? So I suppose if you do find those around the world, they seem pretty useful. They might one day save your life. What is this? Oh, Alright, well, it's loot. We love some loot. The main thing you're here for, though, is for this tree. Well, for just trees in general. They give you Shroud wood, which is what we're gonna need to make the grapple and a bunch of other things. Oh, hello. Lovely. Come on, hit me. I wanted to see if it would actually, stop all the damage with the shield, and it seems like it does. You can also roll, obviously. So that's like another strategy, but it will use up your stamina, and you might need that to run. Just, strategically retreat. We still have a little bit of time, so I'm just gonna see if I can get to this man. If not, we know we can come back to that thing, and it will replenish us, right? Like, so it's not that big of a deal. This is looking a little shroudy, if you know what I'm saying. Like, this place is terrifying. I mean, of course, it's looking shroudy. It's called Enshrouded, but you know what I mean. Creepy, gloomy. Ew. Now, we can use our lock system, which is just tab. It's actually quite useful with some weapons. This weapon is very short range, so it's not that I'm missing, it's that I'm out of range. But it is quite useful. The only problem with it... What? Oh, let's do it here. Oh, there's a level 3. Okay, well, I didn't want to demonstrate with that guy because I'm, like, actually terrified that he would kill me. Let me see if I can find another guy to kind of demonstrate. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, he's also a level 3. Alright. Okay, so that's problem number 1. Okay, when there's 2 of them, just watch this. So this is the dodge. If you're trying to dodge sideways, it will do that when you're locked in. Which, couldn't be useful for melee, for sure. But for range... not useful. You want to dodge backwards as a range, obviously. So that's just a little thing, right? That you have to be aware of. It's not that big of a deal, and the lock-on can be very useful, but I'm trying to learn without the lock. So that's how I'm going to play at the moment. We'll see about the future, though. Who knows? Explosive ball. Mysterious flask, the elixir. A flood of woe. It's a formula I do not quite grasp. Sophisticated beyond imagination. I'm not surprised to how that source of this recipe is otherworldly. Created from the flesh of these tiny, delicate fungi growing deep beneath the earth, it grants power. Yet when I look at this flask, worry fills my heart. This will never be a cure. This will always be a weapon. Perhaps the ancients wanted to hide this for a reason. Balthasar was wise. Now, you might be wondering why I'm still butt naked, and I do have the ability to make myself some gear. So, like, there's rags here you can make. It costs string and cloth. Cloth is not that rare, but string, look, it's not that rare either. It's basically plant fiber. But you need it for, like, so many things, from what I can tell, that... Oh, what the hell? Anyway, I'm being cheap. I know I'm being cheap. Sorry about your loss. Please give me the bones. Thank you. Oh. Easy. Want life, man. Oh, I got a provisional scythe. Any bad guys around? These little guys explode. Alright, and I'm not sure if I should, but I know I could. Of course I should. Hey, you can still get the loot. You can still get some of the loot. It's all good. It's like it's. Why wouldn't you? Oh, sweet! I can get down here. Thank you. I think there's another one. Oh no. Something to search. Loot! This is when loot decided to betray me. There's more. It was a trap! Here's the betrayer. Unfreaking believable. I can't believe it. I have to be so careful now. I'm so scared that it's gonna trick me with loot. You know, lure me in with the promises of absolute victory and then... a staff! A cold reception. We arrived at Rookmore, finally out of the Shrouded lands. It was a difficult journey from the mountains. I'd hoped for a field hospital here, but there's almost nothing. I must take the matter into my own hands as I did at the front. I'll set up camp in Woodguard. Oh! Shoot me! Shoot me! Please hurry. Okay, good. Got him. Oh! Yes! Wait. We're getting a lot of rubble. But we're making it up. This is it! Oh, I love the terraforming. This is really like, oh my god, this is the stuff right here. Oh, imagine if this was your home. Oh, hang on. Okay, it's not a nice house anymore. I've destroyed it. Oh, I do have a lockpick. Come on, please. Oh. Hello? Oh, no. I'm sorry. Thank you for your bones. Thank you for your bones. In sickness and in health, Yolanda is still weak. Oh, she can barely lift her body from the bed. She sleeps, has hot and cold flashes at night. I muffle her pain grunts with the pillow. We can't let them know we're here. They're always out there, shrouding, shrieking through the night. We're surrounded. I don't want them to be our end. I want peace. I'll be by your side forever, I promise. I love you, Yolanda. Alienor. Alienor, what a gem. I mean, they did die with her. They were right there. Yolanda! But they're dead. Let's see if they left us any loot. They did. Hunter's bow. Now, I obviously got a little bit distracted, but I think we've found him. He is over here. It looks like maybe in that tower or maybe near that tower. Either way, we're going in that tower. Here we go. Here we go. There's definitely going to be bad guys everywhere here. You just know it. I know it. Gentlemen. Easy. They're messing with one of our pods. Another failure. The cinder vessel broke during testing. The rat I used inside was charred by the coalescent flame. A bright flash, then nothing. Thankfully, the side effect of the blindness was only temporary. I've acquired a new subject. Another rat, Igni. Hopefully our path to salvation. I cannot accept more setbacks. I will ensure that the cinder vessel holds, as if my life depended on it. It may well. Balthazar. Dude, who the hell is this guy? Ancient Vault. The blacksmith. No, we're here. Is that a bad guy? Yes, it's a bad guy. There he is! Venture forth. It's done. The cinder vessel is a delicate contraption, still volatile, yet brimming with potential and hope. The first human to enter will be our true prototype, the kindling of a new spark. Thankfully, the blacksmith volunteered. He must enter the vessel and sleep until roused anew, lest he slips into eternity. May the ashes of one age sustain the seeds of the next. Balthazar. Dude, Balthazar is a G! And he got us a new friend! Oh, he's also got treasure. Balthazar. An alchemist's ring. It gives me mana. Oh, I'm rich. Home. Click here so I can repair all my items. And now to make me some good shit. The glider. No slots in backpack. The grappling hook. And the summoning staff for our boy. This is my actual house. So let's just move him upstairs. Alright? He needs his own space. I'm gonna put him right here. Hello. Don't make me tell you again. Clear that elixir well. He's been kind of grouchy, all right? But I had to get some stuff done. I have made a charcoal kiln. I have made the forge. These are just things that you can craft from his inventory. So he comes up with new recipes, basically, because we just acquired him. We can also make nails, which have allowed me to make the better storage boxes. A felling axe, just a better axe. A pickaxe, a better axe. As a side note, I've also made a spike club to finish one of the quests. So if you look to your journal, this is an RPG, so there are quests here, and some of them do give you a nice amount of experience for a fairly simple task. This one was just forge a weapon, easy peasy, 75 experience. Got it. Find the sleeping survivor. Obviously, we've already done that and claimed the spot. The next one is clear the elixir well, which he has been grouchy about. So we're going to go do it. 150 XP. Absolutely delicious. The location has been found. And if we look at the map, it's right here. The new storage box is also amazing. It not only looks better, but it's also got more holes. And off we go to cleanse the elixir. No. Oh, I'm okay. Dude, I never learn. Elixir well. We've made it. Location above. All right. I'm going to try not to get encumbered with loot. But you know that's going to be hard for me. Sheesh. I try to block, you cannot block magic. Turns out I might have wanted to get myself some gear. These guys are deadly. Okay. Let's bandage up. That was the situation. One elixir well. The springs of the elixir. Another elixir well is built on the backs of workers slaving away tirelessly to gouge a tunnel into the earth. The plans for this construction are otherworldly. The chasm spits fumes with every jab. Thin veils of mist cause headaches and irritate the eyes. All for the elixir. I hope this foul air will not spread to Lone Fizzle. Balthazar. Return beacons replenish your maximum tide in the shroud. Stand near them to feel their effect. Oh, here we are! And there we go. Into the hole. Apprentice wand? Wait. Level 3? Yes, don't mind if I do. Deleting that old garbage. Oh, yeah, baby. That's the stuff. Gentle souls of the abyss? That's a bad guy. Oh. He's a boss. I'm running out of stamina. I might have to block the next attack. Never mind. Clutched it. Misfortune mate. I've never seen a legendary. It's got piercing. It's not my spec, but, we need it. It's legendary. The Shroud root is the source of our misery. Destroy it with the felling axe and prosper. Well, good thing I brought one. Get rid of this shit. Yes. Oh, there's some guys to test my new mace on. Okay, can I block this? You can block a little bit, I think. It does a lot of damage. The problem is I don't have a lot of health. So if I get hit, I'm fucked. Oh, but that feels good. Oh, I feel so girthy. Oh. The warrior path, man. It might be for me. What is this? Hello? Oh! In Deadly Shroud! In Deadly Shroud, get me out of here!